Hello, everyone, and welcome to English Made Simple, the podcast that helps you improve your English, one conversation at a time. My name is Anna.
And I'm Tom. Whether you're learning English for work, travel, or just for fun, we're here to help you become more confident in speaking and understanding English.
In today's episode, we'll explore everyday conversations, learn a few useful idioms, and share some tips on how to improve your English skills.
Plus, we'll include a short role play to help you practice listening and speaking. So, let's get started.
Segment 1. Everyday Conversations. Let's begin with some common topics that come up in everyday conversations. For example, when you meet someone, what's the first thing you say?
Usually, it's a greeting like, "Hi, how are you?" or "Hello, nice to meet you."
Exactly. These are simple but important phrases. Let's practice a short dialogue. Meeting someone.
"Hi, Anna. How are you?"
Hi, Tom. I'm good, thank you. How about you?
"I'm doing well, thanks. Did you have a good weekend?"
Yes, I did. I went to the park and had a picnic. What about you?
"I stayed home and watched a movie. It was relaxing."
See how easy that was? This type of conversation is great for practicing small talk.
And remember, when someone asks, "How are you?" you can respond with phrases like, "I'm good, thanks. I'm doing well." Or, if you're not feeling great, you can say, "I've been better."
Yes, and always ask the other person, how about you? It keeps the conversation flowing. Idioms in daily life.
Now, let's talk about idioms. Idioms are expressions that don't mean exactly what the words say. For example, it's raining cats and dogs.
This doesn't mean animals are falling from the sky. It means it's raining heavily.
Right? Here are 3 useful idioms you can use in daily life. Break the ice, meaning to start a conversation in a social setting. Example, at the party, I told a funny joke to break the ice. Hit the books, meaning to study hard. Example, I have a test tomorrow, so I need to hit the books tonight. Piece of cake, meaning something very easy. Example, that exam was a piece of cake.
Let's use these idioms in a short conversation. Example dialogue 2. Using idioms.
"Hey Anna, how was your first day at the new job?"
It was good, but I was nervous. Luckily, my colleague told a funny story to break the ice.
"That's great. Did you have to do a lot of training?"
Not really. The tasks are easy, a piece of cake, actually.
"Lucky you. I have a big project to finish, so I need to hit the books."
See? Learning idioms can make your English sound more natural.
Yes, and remember, the more you hear and use idioms, the easier they will be to remember.
Tips for improving English. Now, let's share some tips to help you improve your English.
Tip number 1. Practice speaking every day. Even if it's just talking to yourself, it helps you get comfortable with the language.
Absolutely. For example, describe what you're doing out loud. I am cooking dinner. I am chopping vegetables.
Tip number 2. Listen to English as much as you can. Podcasts, TV shows, and songs are great resources.
Yes. And don't worry if you don't understand every word. Focus on the overall meaning.
Tip number 3. Learn new words in context. Instead of just memorizing vocabulary lists, try to use new words in STOM.
For example, if you learn the word delicious, you can say, this pizza is delicious.
And tip number 4. Don't be afraid of making mistakes. Mistakes are part of learning.
Exactly. The more you practice, the more confident you'll become. Listening and speaking practice. Now it's time for a short role play. Listen carefully and try to repeat the sentences after us.
Scenario: ordering coffee. Good morning. What can I get for you?
Hi, I'd like a medium latte, please.
Sure. Would you like anything else?
Yes, a blueberry muffin, please.
Okay, that's one medium latte and a blueberry muffin. Anything else?
No, that's all. Thank you.
Your total is $7.50.
Here you go.
Thank you. Your order will be ready shortly.
This is a typical conversation you might have at a cafe. Now let's practice some key phrases. I'd like a... Would you like anything else? That's all. Thank you.
Try using these phrases the next time you order food or drinks in English.
Q&A with listeners. We've received some great questions from our listeners. Let's answer a few of them.
The first question is from Maria in Brazil. She asks, how can I improve my English pronunciation?
Great question, Maria. One way to improve pronunciation is by listening to native speakers and repeating what they say. You can also record yourself and compare it to how native speakers sound.
That's a good tip. Another idea is to focus on the sounds that are difficult for you. For example, the TH sound in English can be tricky. Practice words li, could think, and thanks.
Good luck, Maria. What's the next question, Tom?
This one is from Ahmed in Egypt. He asks, what's the best way to learn grammar?
Great question, Ahmed. The best way to learn grammar is to practice using it. Instead of just studying rules, try writing sentences or having conversations where you use the grammar you're learning.
And don't stress about being perfect. Grammar improves naturally with practice.
Thanks for your question, Ahmed.
Fun challenge for listeners. Now, let's end today's episode with a fun challenge for you, our listeners.
This week, we want you to practice introducing yourself. Here's how. Say your name. Talk about where you're from. Share one hobby or something you enjoy doing.
For example, hi, my name is Tom. I'm from the United States. I enjoy playing the guitar.
Practice this with a friend, or record yourself and listen back to check your pronunciation.
And if you'd like, send us a recording of your introduction. We'd love to hear from you.
That's it for today's episode of English Made Simple. We hope you enjoyed practicing with us.
Remember, learning English is a journey. Take it one step at a time and don't give up.
If you found this episode helpful, please subscribe and leave us a review. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you next time.
Bye for now.